Hello guys, this video tutorial is about Git installation. So before installing Git, let me tell you a few things that Git is a tool of version control system model, and the installation of it is very easy and simple. So follow my steps. You will download Git tool in a very easy manner within 2 to 3 minutes. So keep follow. And more about the Git before installation, let me tell you that there is a similar thing to Git, which is GitHub. So mostly people confuse that what is Git and GitHub. So Git is a tool based on a version control system model, which can control your files and codes. It's gonna be installed on your machine in your system under your directories, and the GitHub is a service provided over internet. So you don't need to install GitHub. You have to log in first. You have to create an account and you have to log in to GitHub to put your directory on remote. While to use a Git, you have to install it in your system or machine, and it will be called as a local system or a local directory. And while GitHub will be called as a remote system or a remote directory. So to access a Git, you don't need internet. Actually, to run a Git, you don't need internet. But to install a Git, you need internet, a good internet. So we're gonna see how to install it. And I think you all are clear that what is Git and GitHub. So let's get started. To install a Git, open your preferred browser. So in my case, let me open my Chrome browser. I hope you can see my screen. So that's my blog, Access Global. We will talk it about later. So let me open a new window. And here, so in the search bar, you have to type Git download. So after typing the Git download, click enter and you will got this link, https://git-scm.com. So this link is preferred for downloads, the Git. So click on it and it will render you to this page. Now I'm gonna install it specifically for Windows system, but for the Mac and Linux as well, you can go to the Git download documentation and you will download it easily. Or you can follow other tutorials on YouTube, right? So in this video, we will install it on Windows. So let's see. Now, if you can see this page, so you can see there is a latest source releases 2.41.0 version and download for Windows. So click on the window option. Then you will render to this page. Okay, downloads for Windows. Downloads for Windows. Here you will see many links to download, but see this standalone installer. So in this standalone installer, there is an option for 32-bit and 64-bit, right? So you you can choose as per your configuration. My configuration is for 64-bit, so I'm clicking on a 64-bit here. So you can see in below it started downloading and it got downloaded. It's a a very easy and simple some KB exe file. It will gonna download in your download folder or directory. So you can check it there. I'm simply opening it from here only. So when it will be download, you can see open. So click on it. So once it will be open, it will ask you permission to grant it for installation. Just wait. Yeah, it appeared. So the first screen will appear like this. Information, GNU, General Public License. So you can scroll it. All the necessary and confirmation details are mentioned here. At the end of terms and condition, nothing is to be check marked. Simply click on the next button. Okay, it's very easy, very simple. Simply click on next button. Right? Okay, it will render you to the path configuration. In default case, it will be C:/program files/git. Right? Don't need to be change it. Or if you want to change it, you can browse it from here. I will like mention that keep default it. So do the next. Okay, now after the new screen will appear like that. Select components. So whatever the components are necessary to run Git, okay, they all are by default check mark. Okay, if you want to select any more, you can, but I will mention you because you might be a beginner. That's why you only watching this Git installation video. So keep it default like the way. Okay, and then do the same next. Okay, simply click on next. Then next window will appear like select star menu folder. Keep it also the default, right? Don't check mark this, don't create anything else. Simply next, do the next. Again, next window will appear. Okay, the next page will be look like this, choosing the default editor used by Git. And here you can choose default, but again, I will mention that keep it default and do the next. Again, adjusting the name of the initial branch in the new repository, whatever it is, just keep the default. It is very simple and easy. Keep the default. Let Git decide. Okay, so same, do the next. Then the next page and window will be like adjusting your path environment. So same, keep the default. Git from the command line and also from third-party software. How it will help you that if you wanna use the Git plugin in third-party software, you can make it. Okay, so simply keep the default, right? Now again, choosing the SSH executable, what it is, right? Don't need to know. Right now, don't need to know. Simply keep it default as use bundle open SSH. Okay, got it? Yeah. Now do the same as next. Then choosing HTTPS transport backend. Okay, so again, whatever it is, to install a Git, keep the default, use the open SSL library and do the next. Again, configuring the line ending conversation. Okay, do the same, keep the default, check out Windows style, commit Unix style line endings. Okay, there will be many pages, but to install Git, simply and easiest way, keep the default. Nothing will gonna happen, no security crack and at all. Git is a highly stable and recognized tool in the software market, so you can rely on it, right? So then one more page appear as configuring the terminal emulator to use with Git Bash. Keep the default, use main TTY, whatever it is, the default terminal of MSYS2. Okay, do the next. Again, choose the default behavior of Git pull. So keep the default, fast forward or merge, right? Do the next. Then choose a credential helper. Okay, so whatever the credential helper is, Git credential manager. Git will make it default for you. Okay, do the same and click on next. Then configuring extra options. So whatever the extra option Git is needed, okay, it will check mark it, which is enable file system caching. So keep the default and do the next. Right now, the last page will appear before the installation is configuring experimental option. Right, and the below options are unchecked. So keep the default. Do not need to check mark anything. Keep the default and click on installation simply. Right, and you can see the installation is started. Right, it will take a minute or two. Majorly, it will complete it within a minute. So as you can see, Git is very easy and simple to install. And Git is a tool based on a version control system model, while GitHub is a different service provided over the internet. Okay, so if you need to access your files on remote, then there is a GitHub. Don't need to install it, just simply you need an account. So then you need your login, username and password. And to use a Git locally without internet, you need to install it in your system or machine. And then even without internet, you can use it. to keep your file and directories on a local repository which maintain each and every updates and modifications over it, right? Got it? Good. So yes, as we discussed, so it is installed, almost installed, right? So let me show you the next page, which will appear. Just let it be completed. Yeah. Now, see, guys. Once the installation is complete, this page will appear here. It will ask you completing the Git setup wizard. Okay, and now click finish to exit setup. So finish. You just need to click on finish. Here, launch Git bash options are given, and one more option is view release note. So guys, if you uncheck mark it, it will be finished and it will not ask you, it will not open release note or Git bash. Okay, but in my case, I am clicking on it. Okay, I'm marking it, checking it to see the release note and then finishing it. Okay, you can uncheck it. It will be finally downloaded and installed, and it will nothing. It will not open any window for you, right? So I'm finishing with view release notes. So to show you the release notes, now finish, and here you can see, right, all the release notes. So more information you can get it here. Now, apart from it, your Git is installed or not. How to check it? To check it, I'm gonna show you. Okay, just a second. So in below search bar of your Microsoft terminal, type CMD for command prompt opening. Okay, now open this command prompt. Okay, here in this command prompt, simply write Git. Okay, and enter it. Now, if you can see all these details, okay, Git is successfully installed in your machine. You good to go, right? Here, version and all, right? Now I'm just putting it, and the other way that to know that your Git is installed in your system or not. So to check it, I'm gonna show you my directory. For that, give me a sec. Let me stop this screen. Yeah, good. And what I will do, yes, I will open the PC file. So here, I open my directory. Here, I will go to local disk C, and when we will come into this, just come here and right click. Now, when you right click, before you might not see these options, Git GUI here or Git bash here. Okay, so if these options are showing, that means Git is installed in your machine. Now click this Git bash here. Now you will see terminal window will open. So what is bash? Bash is born again shell. Okay, we will discuss about all these things like what is shell and terminal in later videos of this series. Now simply to check that we have installed Git and it is working properly, so you open your bash shell, okay, the terminal window. So write down ls, just simply write ls. Okay, now you can see it's showing you all the files having in your directory. So you can see there is Amazon and program files, right? All the files you make folder, all the weird folders, right? Now to go in a particular folder, let's check that if I do to CD API, okay, let me do this. So you can see we are in CD API folder, and if I do ls here, so there is 1 and 2 files, right? So in that way, do the clear, enter, right? In that way, you can check that Git is properly installed in your system. It is working fine, right? And to know more about Git, you can like this video, subscribe this video, share this video to all of your friends, and keep watching. We're gonna bring more IT videos and technical stuff to your growth and upbringings. Thank you.